I'm Clay Douglas. I publish the Free American News Magazine. I've been doing that for about 12 years. And I also do the Free American radio show every morning
And where can we hear that radio show?
on truthradio.com, freeamerican.com, republicradio.com.
Okay.
And Free American has a lot of archives, older shows and stuff that we've done.
Great. Now, being at the Conspiracy Convention 2006, what is your favorite conspiracy theory?
Well, we get targeted a lot because we talk about government and black ops and other media other events like the Federal Reserve that the media doesn't cover.
Okay.
So we get denounced and slandered as conspiracy theorists.
Okay.
My favorite conspiracy theory,
Yes. Yes.
that's at 9/11, that the Trade Centers, that the buildings fell because a bunch of Arabs in a cave in Afghanistan engineered it.
Right. Right. And
That's a conspiracy theory to make any of our other conspiracy theories pale by comparison.
how far does that conspiracy theory go?
Well, the government's conspiracy theory is that this is all Muslims. Al Qaeda is bad. Al Qaeda is they hate us for our freedoms. That's all bull.
Yeah.
That's all bull. The Muslims don't hate us. The Arabs don't hate us because of who we are. They hate us because of what we're doing and who we're supporting over in the Middle East.
Yes.
The Israelis are far more likely and far more suspect than any of the Muslims out there. Their Secret Service operation, Mossad, their slogan is warfare through deception. Every time you follow any of the leads down about 9/11, who bought the building 3 months before the explosions?
Yeah. Silverstein.
Larry Silverstein. And how about that building that the plane didn't hit, Larry? Why did that fall down? Oh, we decided to bring that down.
Yeah. Right. He admitted that he pulled the building.
Of course. We're still pointing the finger at Al Qaeda. What's Al Qaeda? So that's a CIA operation set up to fight the Russians in Afghanistan.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
The Mujahideen, and Bin Laden was ahead of it. And Bin Ladens have been in partnership with the Bush family for at least 20 or 30 years. When 9/11 happened, they flew the Bin Laden family and the Saudis out of here.
That's right. Well, all other.
We haven't been able to find Osama bin Laden because, if he's even alive, he was never more than just a figurehead.
Yeah, I
And
totally agree.
when they couldn't get good pictures of bin Laden, they had a double stand in for him. Some fat Arab, that didn't look anything at all like Osama bin Laden.
Right, and now we have the videotapes or the audio tapes because they can't get any videotapes of him.
That's right.
Yeah, great. Now, what is your goal for your life?
Stay alive.
Stay alive? Okay.
Well, I took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States when I was 17 years old. I volunteered for Vietnam.
Okay.
And I volunteered for Special Forces. And I took an oath to uphold the Constitution, defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. There wasn't an expiration date on that oath. I'm still trying to defend this country against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Right. Yeah.
This country. We talk a lot about the New World Order. New World Order? Where did we get that? From George Bush.
On September 11th,
September 11th.
1991.
Yeah. From now, we can see a new world coming into view. From henceforth, we pledge our allegiance to the New World Order. But it ain't the New World Order.
No.
It's the old world order. It's been around thousands of years.
Yes.
2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ walked the streets of Jerusalem and spoke ill of the New World Order. It was a tool of the Satan. It was a tool of the devil. And he chased the money changers out of the temple.
Yes.
He said, give Caesar what's Caesar's, which is nothing. And you can give the government what is the government's today? Nothing.
Nothing. Yes, I totally agree. Yes.
We had the way set up in this country to finance the government. It was called tariffs. Oh, we got a free trade agreement now. No, the tariffs. Forget the tariffs. Now we got to tax you, the American people.
Right.
No, that's not the way it's supposed to go. Our government has been subverted, it's been infiltrated, and it's run by foreign agents from foreign governments. And they've been trying to do that since the days of the Cold War in Russia.
Right.
And now they say we've got a new type of war, a war on terrorism. That means, let me give you a translation, right? That means a war on you, the American people. Suddenly, you are the enemy. They're tapping your phones, and they think you are plotting against the government. We are the government.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
It's we the people, not we the government, not we the Democrats, not we the Republicans. It's we the people.
I totally agree. Now, since this has, you've mentioned, 2,000 years with Jesus, this New World Order, Old World Order has been moving forward. How can we change that today?
They have, the only thing that's different between now and the days of the Romans with the swords and putting the Christians to the lions is that they have better technology. But everything is a double-edged sword.
Right.
The soldiers can use the sword to cut you down. You can use the sword to fight back. We use computers.
Yes.
And it's really more at this point in time, and the CIA recognizes it as and the military recognizes it, and the Army recognizes it, that this is a war against government and people. Tyrannical government,
Yes.
not the government that our founding fathers set up.
Right.
Our great democracy. Yeah. Democracy is two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner. And a republic, the sheep is well armed.
So is full armament, is that the solution to?
It's not the solution, it's a last resort.
Last resort, okay.
Or as Winston Churchill said, if you can fight now, and when you've got a good chance at victory, it's better than to wait until you have to fight with no chance of victory, because it's better to die than live as a slave.
Yes, I totally agree with that statement.
And we are approaching a point of slavery.
Yes.
It's not the standard slavery, because we wouldn't go for that. So it's an economic slavery.
Yes.
We'll give you this nice house over here, but you pay for it 3 times. We'll put you in a nice neighborhood, but you got to go along with the neighborhood thing. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, and that's the regional controls.
Yes, I totally agree.
And the plans are in effect right now to make this. We don't need to defend our borders. George Bush tells us. Council on Foreign Relations tells us. We've got to expand our borders to cover Mexico and Canada. We've got to become one big North American community.
Yes.
Can you say Soviet Union recreated?
Right. And also what's happening with the European Union now.
Yeah, and the same things happened to Russia. They went after the family farms. They went after they killed 50 million Russians when the Bolsheviks took over. And guess what? Bolsheviks are in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. We must use politically correct terms. Neocons. Can you say neocons?
Wow. Yeah. It's so. Again, so your solution is to basically use the computer as an information source, and then at the last resort, to take it back. If we have to, with
we
with
are
weapons.
not the people like me, and basically I'm a freedom lover. I'm an ex-soldier. I'm an ex-military. I understand. When I got out of the Army, I read the Constitution that I swore an oath to. So I understand what the Constitution is. We're not anti-government.
Right.
We want honest government. We want the republic that our founding fathers guaranteed us. We want our Constitution. Every officer out there, every FBI guy, every judge, and every soldier out there took an oath to uphold the Constitution and defend against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Why do you think they put that domestic in there? Just for kicks?
Right.
So anybody that's opposing constitutional government, anybody that's advocating one world government, all 25,000 of you wealthy at the top, you think you're at the top, the people are below you. And the people, one day, once they recognize what you are, they'll come after you. And hopefully we can do it in courts, but if you've destroyed the courts, then we'll do it another way.
Right. Clay Douglas, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.